Hey guys, this is Anastasia, and this is my final video for my Cernunnos altar. Here is my altar completely assembled. Here we have his candle, and this is actually a wooden ornament. I got it at Michael's, and on here is some gold sealing wax and his incense blend I scattered on there. One side is Cernunnos in his dark phase. The other is for Cernunnos in his light phase. So when the god switches from dark to light, I switch that ornament over. Here we have some Petrified Wood that I got this year and dedicated to him. Tiger's Eye, one of his sacred stones. Citrine, this is actually my favorite piece of citrine. Absolutely love it. It looks more like amber, but it is a citrine, which I love. And then here is a smoky quartz. And then a huge pine cone. I believe I got this at Imbolc of this year. Here is a chalice or a glass where I put offerings to him. Right now there's some beer in there. Of course, the statue of Cernunnos. Here is an incense stick. Right now I have amber incense burning. Absolutely love it. I believe this is hand dipped or handmade. I got it at the Enchanted Boutique in White Bear Lake. Again, I will keep plugging them because if you're in the Twin Cities area, they're awesome. This is actually the home protection spike that I've made. So each side has a different element. Earth with sage, air with lavender, fire with rosemary, and water with lemon peel. Of course, some of the lemon peel fell. There are also corresponding stones. And then, of course, at the top, I have a gray candle with, I believe that's angelica root, with a clear quartz point for spirit. So I put that on the entrance altar. Underneath that is a little box, a Green Man box. In there I put petitions, offerings, just little pieces. Then on this side we have some pyrite for prosperity, a smoky quartz again for grounding, amber, one of, it's a resin, it's not necessarily a stone, but it's one of his sacred quote-unquote stones. A quartz point for amplifying energy, and then a moss agate. It felt woodsy, it felt right, so I put that on his altar. This is actually a fire burner, yikes, an oil burner, which again, I got at Enchanted Boutique. And then here is the piece that's kind of just more prosperity based. I got this, I believe, at Savers. It is just a cool little metal dish. I have some long grain rice in there, which is perfect for prosperity and abundance. And I found 4 quarters, which I put to the elemental points of the star, and then a penny as the spirit connector on the star. So I have that there for prosperity, and everything else is kind of there for Cernunnos. And I do have, obviously the citrine also has prosperity. The pyrite has for prosperity as well. So yeah, that is my altar assembled. I try to light the candle as often as possible. I burn incense for him. I leave red wine he's okay with, otherwise he prefers mead and ale or beer of some sort when it comes to libations. Otherwise, I don't leave meat. I know a lot of people leave him meat, and I like that idea, just not on this altar. I don't think that's gonna fly in this house. But I will leave nuts and little things like that. I will also offer up oak leaves or pine cones, obviously. I love that pine cone, that's why it's always there. And when an offering has sat on the altar long enough, I will release it to nature, or return it to nature, however you look at it. And that is that. So yeah, I think that pretty much covers my altar space for Cernunnos. I, again, just wanted to kind of get this up. People were wondering about altars, and I think I may do an altar series. Obviously not showing each of the 3 steps, but maybe sharing more of my altars, sharing more of my practice with working with them. This, technically, I call it an altar, but it's probably more correctly termed as a shrine, as I don't really work at it. A lot of times I'll call all of my areas as shrines, or I call them all altars, but a lot of people, I'm sure, would look at them as more of a shrine. And then I have my one working altar, which is where I do all my crafting. So yeah, I will leave it there. Please like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And as always, blessed be. Bye, guys.